Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we explore the lives and works of influential authors who have shaped the literary landscape. Today, we're going to delve into the fascinating life and legacy of Mary Wollstonecraft, a pioneering figure in feminist thought and literary history. Mary Wollstonecraft was born on April 27, 1759, in Spitalfields, London, to a family marked by turmoil and financial struggles. Her childhood was marred by her father's violence and instability, which would later influence her writings on the importance of women's rights and education. Despite these challenges, Mary's mother encouraged her love for reading and learning, laying the foundation for her future intellectual pursuits. As a young woman, Mary worked as a governess, a lady's companion, and even a teacher, but she soon became disillusioned with the limited opportunities available to women during that time. Her experiences sparked a desire to challenge societal norms and advocate for women's equality, which would become a hallmark of her literary career. Mary's educational journey was largely self-directed, with influences from prominent thinkers such as Jean-Jacques Rousseau and John Locke. She devoured books on philosophy, politics, and literature, developing a keen intellect and a passion for writing. In 1787, she published her first book, Thoughts on the Education of Daughters, which argued for women's access to education and their right to participate in society as equals. One of Mary's most significant contributions to literature is her seminal work, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman, published in 1792. This groundbreaking book presented a compelling case for women's equality, challenging the conventional wisdom that women were inferior to men. With razor-sharp logic and persuasive argumentation, Mary made the case for women's education, economic independence, and participation in politics. Mary's writing was not without controversy, however. Her advocacy for women's rights and her critiques of societal norms earned her both praise and criticism from her contemporaries. Nevertheless, her work built upon the intellectual foundations laid by Enlightenment thinkers, while also challenging existing literary frameworks that perpetuated patriarchal attitudes. In addition to her non-fiction works, Mary was a talented novelist and writer of fiction. Her novel Mary, a Fiction, explores themes of love, friendship, and female identity, offering a unique glimpse into the life of a young woman during the late 18th century. Mary's personal life was also marked by intellectual and romantic passions. Her relationship with William Godwin, a fellow philosopher and writer, was a defining aspect of her life. The two met in 1791, and their romance was characterized by intense debates, passionate discussions, and a deep mutual respect. When Mary became pregnant with their daughter, Mary Shelley, they decided to marry, despite their initial reservations about the institution of marriage. Tragically, Mary died on September 10, 1797, just 10 days after giving birth to her daughter, due to complications from childbed fever. She was only 38 years old, yet her legacy lived on through her daughter, who would go on to write one of the most iconic novels in literature, Frankenstein. Today, Mary Wollstonecraft is recognized as a pioneering figure in feminist thought and literary history. Her work has influenced generations of writers, thinkers, and activists from George Eliot to Virginia Woolf to Toni Morrison. As she herself wrote, "The conduct of an individual, as an individual, is of much more importance than the conduct of a king." These words capture the essence of Mary's philosophy, that individual dignity and agency are the foundation upon which we build a just and equitable society. Mary's work has had a lasting impact on modern literature, with many authors drawing inspiration from her ideas about women's rights, education, and social justice. For example, authors like Margaret Atwood and bell hooks have credited Mary as an influence on their own writing and activism. In conclusion, Mary Wollstonecraft's life and legacy serve as a testament to the power of individual agency and intellectual curiosity. As we celebrate her life and work, we honor not only her achievements, but also the enduring impact she has had on our understanding of the world and ourselves. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about authors. Subscribe because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.